Today on In the Wood Yard, we've got wood and people want it. We're gonna load it up and we're gonna deliver it right now. So today I've got two customers that want mixed hardwood. One wants a face cord or a third of a cord, and the other one wants two. They're both repeat customers. I usually just give them a little bit of everything. They burn it in a fireplace, and both of them don't care what kind it is as long as it's not pine. That's what they tell me. So I'm gonna load up a little bit of this wood. There's some ash right here. There's some aspen in here, and there's a little bit of maple in here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of everything from this pile in here. Gonna throw this in, and then we're gonna drive over to a pile that's just ash, put a little bit more of that in there, and then I got a pile of a little bit that's just all maple. We're gonna put a little bit of that in there. So as you can see, a little bit of winter has shown back up here. We got a little dusting last night, and it's gonna all melt off because it's supposed to get up to 44, 45 degrees today. It's supposed to be cloudy though, but then tomorrow it's supposed to be partly sunny and around 40 to 44 degrees again, they said. So it's gonna be kind of a warm spell we're gonna have here, but then after that it's supposed to cool down and be in the 20s and teens. So we got about 3-4 more days of this nice, what I call nice weather. Some of you might not think it's nice, but I think it's excellent. This is beautiful temperature for working outside. 40 degrees or so is just fantastic because it's not so cold that you got to dress warm. It's not so hot that when you're working you're sweating like a, what would you be sweating like? I gotta think of a good one this time. Like a nun in a house of ill repute. How's that? So we're gonna get this loaded up, and after we get this loaded up and delivered, we're gonna load up the trailer for the next delivery, which after this, which is the 2-face cord load. And then for that load, that's going a ways away, so I got a delivery fee for that one. So it's I don't know, like 25 miles away or something like that. So I'm gonna get that delivered, and then when I come back, I'm gonna work a little bit on some stacking over there where the locust is, where I was working. But I only have about a couple hours today because a job came up that I have to do in my other business. It has to get done today. So I won't be able to work outside for very long today. Only, I don't know, 5-6 hours, something like that. And then I got a job to do in my photography business. I'm about ready to breach the wall here. This is the last divider to where the berm used to be, right behind here. There's some junk wood in here too, I see. Some stuff that's nasty. This wood is all about 2 years old here. This is some old stuff. It was all free wood that I cut on a farm a while ago. If you've been watching for a long time, this is the stuff that was cut on that farm where they were cutting all the trees down on the tree line. There's a bunch of nasties in here, but there's a lot of good wood too. I mean, there's the ash and the maple I got that was really nice stuff. The rest of it is just wood. It's okay, nothing spectacular. This looks like a chunk of maple right here. Yeah, some of these are kind of some punky pieces. I'll just throw those out, because those will get burned somewhere else, like in a fire pit. Mine. So look at that. We're starting to open it up. Yeah, this is a mix of everything. There's maple and ash in here. So that's good. Couple more, and I think we're going to move on to a different pile. Now, some of you made comments like, why do I drive all over, picking up a little bit here, a little bit there? Because when I cut my wood, I try to put it into different piles by species. I try to keep the ash by the ash, the maple by the maple, box elder with the box elder, aspen with the aspen, oak with the oak. That way I know where to go and get it. And most of the customers I have are kind of particular. They don't want a mix. I mean, I get probably a third of the people that just say, just bring me a mix of hardwoods. But most of the people are more specific, and they want either all maple or all ash or all oak, which is what most people say, or all hickory. So I kind of keep it separate. And the people that don't care what they're getting, which is these two customers today, other than they don't want pine, they're perfectly fine with whatever burns in the fireplace. So I don't necessarily want to sell them the high grade stuff that is more specific that people want. Like say they want hickory for smoking, which they don't, not these people. Or they want cherry for smoking, or they want oak because they want it for heat, and that's all they want is oak. They don't want anything else. These people are burning it just for enjoyment, and they just want wood that's dry and ready to burn now. And they're happy with whatever burns. So those are the people that I give kind of a mix to, that will get a little bit of everything. I shouldn't say everything. I usually leave out like oak and hickory and cherry, you know, the higher grade, higher quality, more desirable wood, because I don't care what it is. So there's no reason selling or delivering the really good stuff when they don't care. They just want the burning wood, whatever that is. So that's what they're gonna get. This stuff's really dry. You need to be careful I don't rub it too much together. It might start on fire. Okay, that's enough of that. Now we're gonna go over and put some ash in. So the wood under this tarp is all ash. I'm gonna throw a bunch of this in here. And these are gonna be some gnarly chunks, because this is from some nasty looking trees. As you can see, look at this wood here. You can see that chunk. Some nasties that didn't want to split very well. But that's some really good burning stuff. And all this wood was cut on the same farm at the same time. So this is all like a year and a half, this wood here. I shouldn't say same time, same year, later in the year I think this was cut than the stuff that I put in already. It's not going very level, and I don't want to hit the window because I know you guys are just cheering on for me to hit a window and explode it. Just gotta shove this back a bit. So yeah, if you don't want to break your window, don't throw wood at it. I try to throw it into the pile, and then sometimes I'll do this. I'll just kind of migrate it back a bit so that it's more filled in the front and not hitting the window by just throwing it from back here. So yeah, let's throw a little bit more ash in. There we go. I think that's good. Let's go throw some maple in now. Maple's up front, so that's where we're going. Okay, so we're up front here where I got the maple stashed. Just gotta clear off some chunks where I got the plastic over the top here to keep it dry. So this is maple, and somebody asked me just the other day that they wanted to know what kind of maple. This is soft maple, not hard maple. In this part of the state, I'm in the southern, well, I'm in central Wisconsin actually, but in the more in the southern part of Wisconsin, there's not much hard maple. It's mostly soft maple. The northern part of the state has a lot of hard maple, which, for those of you that are wood snobs, hard maple is definitely better than soft maple as far as heat for BTUs. Soft maple puts out, I would say like probably 1/4 less heat than the hard maple. So people that heat with wood, a lot of like my brother's customers up in northern Wisconsin, they turn their nose up to soft maple. But the people I'm selling to very rarely heat with wood. It's mostly for fireplaces, and they just want wood that is dry, clean, and that it burns well. Now, because the people I'm selling to aren't storing their wood in preparation for the cold months for heating. Well, I've got a couple that do, but not many. 99% of the people I sell to, they want wood right now that's gonna burn, because they're only keeping face cord at a time like this guy. And when they order it, they want to have a fire today, not in 6 months when it's dry. They want it right now. So this is all soft maple, which for a fireplace, it's excellent wood. Yes, it doesn't put out quite the heat that oak or hickory or hard maple or locust does, but it's a really nice, easy burning, clean wood, and that's what they want. So that's what they get. That's getting pretty close. A little bit more up front, and I think we'll be good. It's a big armful. Look at that. No broken windows. Sorry to disappoint you there. I know a lot of you want to see me break a window. Not gonna happen. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. Okay, so one more, the last one. And then this is it. Oh, I gotta hit the window. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. There we go. And I like to tuck these down, so if I get any little pieces, I like to tuck them in just so they don't fly out. I only got to go a little ways for this delivery, so there. That is a face cord or a third of a cord of mixed hardwood on its way to its new home, where it will be very happy. There you go. Down the road we go. So there's the empty truck, and the stack of wood is right there. We didn't film it while we were doing it. He kind of helped me. Small space, but there it is, all stacked and looking pretty. I am back in the wood yard. It's backed up, hooked up the trailer and then backed it up here. I'm going to put in 2 face cords of mixed hardwood again, and then we're going to go down the road and deliver this one. Now that last delivery I didn't show you in the guy's garage because he helped me stack it right off of the back of the trailer. I mean off of the truck. I backed right in, and he really didn't want to be on camera, which I don't blame him. So that's a piece of junk. So I just showed you a picture of it stacked there, and I do that a lot. This guy was about 80 years old and wasn't exactly the most nimble guy in the world, but we got it stacked right where he wanted it. I stacked it right off the back of the truck there, so it worked really nice for him, and he was very happy that I did that. He's a new customer, and he said he will be buying from me again. He said he's been buying junk wood, and he wanted something good, and he got a referral from a friend of his that I had sold wood to, and the guy told him I have excellent dry wood that burns great. So I'm his new wood guy apparently, so that's a good thing. So that was kind of nice. Now this next delivery, this guy has been a customer for 5-6 years, a variety of stuff. He told me also, he said, I don't care what it is, as long as it's dry and it burns. And so we're going to give him a little bit of this stuff here, and then we're going to put some ash in again, and we're going to put some maple in again, and give him a good variety. So the chucking is happening right now. So there it is, 2/3 of a cord or 2 face cords, however you like to say it. There it is. So what I did was I first put in just a mix of stuff. There was a little bit of everything, but then I went over to the ash over there and I put a bunch of ash, and probably a third of this is ash. And then I put a bunch of maple in, and I just at the end here I threw a bunch of red oak in that was right here to kind of top it off. So he's got some really good stuff in there. So it's a really nice mix of everything. So we're gonna go down the road, we're gonna go do a dump right now. So here we go. I am back in the wood yard after my 2 deliveries I did today. You saw in that last one that I backed into the garage and shoved the wood off. This guy's been buying wood for me for, geez, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, something like that. And usually buys 1 face cord at a time, and I back right in with the truck, and then he stacks it while I just take it to the back of the truck. But he was at work today and he ordered 2 face cords, so I backed in, so I shoved it off. You saw how I did that. I do that once in a while for people, where I can get it close to where they're going to be stacking it, which is a nice service to offer. It does take a little extra work, but they appreciate it. And so yeah, I got that done, and I was just thinking about I was going to do some stacking, and I'm looking at the time. I only got about a half hour, and I have to go do a job in my other business, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more work out here today. So I think that's going to be it. But tomorrow, this pile, I'm going to hit this pile. That is my plan. I'm going to try to work on this as much as I can and see how much I can get done. So that is the plan for tomorrow. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for being here. You know what to do. Hit the buttons, poke the like, the subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Tomorrow I'll be back in the wood yard. That'd be me. You're going to come back. That'd be you. And we'll have some fun working. See you then. Good night, Irene.